Well, guys, welcome back to another Monday project video. Dummy me forgot to hit record on the phone, so, this whole time I thought I was recording and, well, it wasn't. We already started, but we're just trying to hang that there. The reason why the light fixture's still there is I'm kind of testing the waters, before I take it out, because I'm going to have to actually cut it, because I'm not going to sit here and unravel this. So we're just going to probably just to destroy this light, because, well, on account that there's probably another one floating around here somewhere. So perfect. All right, let's try this again. Now I don't know, I thought it was recording. I look over and I'm like, I'm sitting there doing this. Yeah, I just, screwing and talking away. And then look down and so like this one's pushing it in. It's not really getting tight. This one's already tight. See that? Oh, that one can go in more. Huh. This one already bottomed out. And yes, before you ask, yes, the power is out. When I do any electrical work, well, except when I did some work over at the big house on 8th Street, I didn't turn the power off to the whole house because there's a sub panel upstairs. Which I used. Yeah, the whole box ain't moving. Which instead of going in down in the basement and turning the whole house off, I just a while back, when we were still in the midst of planning maybe doing some electrical work over there, I was testing all the breakers upstairs in the sub panel, finding which rooms went to which. So instead of turning the switch on to, like, let's say this, circuit, I would just, hit the switch from the breaker panel and then go hit the switch on the wall. Oh, it doesn't light up. Okay, you hit the right breaker. So that helped out a lot. And I guess what I'm just going to do is we're just going to screw this in until it just bottoms out. Oh, it's still turning. Okay. Maybe it didn't bottom out. Yeah, because that's got a lot of electrical tape on it. I don't even think I have cutters up here. These things are wire strippers. Ah, scissors. Alright, we could do that. Oh, come on. Oh. I have to say, I don't know why you can't cut wire. I mean, you cut the carpet. I think you're supposed to have the wires coming down this hole here. And I don't like how loose that is. That's loosey-goosey. Well, a little loosey-goosey, because the whole box isn't... This should hold the box, tighten the box up. The box is a little loose. I hope I got wire nuts. Yeah, I do got wire nuts. Okay, good. Maybe my brain is pondering right now. Let's get this back this screw. The reason why the other screw is tight is because the box isn't leveled with the edge of the ceiling. At least doing this ceiling fixture, I don't have to be on a ladder. I wonder if there's any screws. I need a smaller screw is what it is. Should have brought the drill. Yeah, because the fixture, it hangs a little lower. So that makes up for that. So this screw is too long. I don't know why it's not backing out. Let's go ahead and go get the drill and I gotta do it. Now that I've moved stuff in this room again, it's starting to stink. Starting to smell like my cousins when they used to smell. They had that unique smell to them. I'm not saying it was a bad smell, it's just... And bear with me, it's dark through here. I mean, you can still see me. No, I don't have... It's actually really nice weather here. So we get the house opened up minus the kitchen window. What did I come down here for? Oh, the drill. Let's see. Let's head into the living room here. See if I can find a box of ceramics here. I really need these boxes for downstairs because I need to add some more ceramic lights and these boxes would work great. But really need the one screw. These are really short screws. I'll just have to get some, I forget what they're called. They go in the holes. I forget what they're called. We had a bunch of them we had to take out of the old breaker panel. There was something else I needed. Oh, that's right. I'm going to take the drill. go up, back up the dark stairwell. It'd be nice, kind of nice to open some windows upstairs too. Boom, 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 boom. Now, unfortunately, that window is messed up, and I kind of have it closed. Should have brought the drill up from the door. Alright, let's get you set back up. I thought I brought the... Oh, I did bring the electrical tape. The only thing with the drill, that's the screw starting to get stripped, so I better get it removed. Well, we can always use these screws for the ceramic. Oh, God. That's what I was afraid of. The screw moves, but it won't come down. Okay. I should have waited before I cut that light. It doesn't. I mean, I got a backup plan. I got a brand new light fixture, the bathroom light fixture we could put up here. Found a globe for it. These screws are just way too long. So here's the problem. They need to be about half that size. So now that's done. Now what I could do is just, I guess, just hold on this and then it's not coming down. Yep, it ain't coming down. So even if I wanted to, maybe if I pull on this, maybe? Would someone just help me understand? Oh, well, we'll go back to the hand one again. I just... Maybe my method of things isn't the perfect thing in the world. I don't know if this is... One of the reasons why I keep going back and forth is because I don't have to hold my hand as high. Yeah, I don't know. It just does not want to come out. And the more and more I fuck with this, the more and more it strips. Because I can't have one screw with the ceiling fan. I mean, I know this. Granted, the ceiling fan is small, but you know what? Can we just we'll just use it. I don't know where the little ones went to. I'm gonna see if I could just nope. I need smaller ones. Get this out of my way. Yeah, I could use these. I wonder if I just pull on the screw. I wonder if it would come out. No. Stay. Ah, stay. I'm not looking for the drill again. Maybe then I don't have to hold my hand up as hard. I don't understand why it won't come out. I mean, because it turns freely. Now I'm trying to just get the bracket off. There we go. I have another ceiling fan bracket we could use. Oh, I see what the problem is. The screws, I've gone and fucked up the screws bad. What it is the threads on the screw is bad, so it's all bunched up at the top. And it's not letting it come down. That's my problem. So I wonder if it came down a little bit. I'm going to end up messing this box up to where it's going to be no good. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, here we go. I think it's coming now. I think. I mean, I've gone and bent it, so. Yeah, that's what happened. The threads. Yep, this screw's bad. Yep. So now I can't put no light fixture in. I got an idea. This is why I don't film this kind of stuff. Oh, there's another pair of scissors. Huh. There's the big thing Chuck I was looking for. I was wondering where those went to. Got tools here that really don't need to be here. More tools I didn't even know what was in here. Those are wire strippers. What I need to do is I need to cut the screw off. I just put a drill bit on the drill. I don't have no cutters here. See if I can straighten this out. I'm going to have to call in for backup, and this is going to have to be a fail video. Which usually I don't fail putting ceiling fans in. See what I mean? I'll be right back. I'm going downstairs and see what I can find. Yeah, I probably should have left this alone. Look on the bright side. At least we're saving money by not having the power on. These are the only cutters I could find. No go. Of course. Got it. Yeah. Got it. Alright, the head's off. This is not going to work. Oh, wait a minute. Where's that little tiny screwdriver I had earlier? Or... Woohoo! It's off. My idea worked. So, we're going to grab our much better looking compare it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to work. Okay, let's see things. This box does have a ground wire, but... Oh, you son of a biscuit. That means I'm going to have to go get the screws out of the other box. I don't have a flashlight. Oh, thank God. Let me guess. The screw head won't... It always, 9 times out of 10, I always have a problem hanging ceiling fans. Always some type of issue, but usually it's a screw issue. Well, this one I might need that long one. I might end up using this long one on this one. Remember when I said the box was pushed in a little bit? And, well, I might have pushed it. It may end up getting pushed in a little bit more. And I'm doing this. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Oh, maybe I could try to maybe get that little one to go in. But I'm going to have to... Can't really use the drill for it, though. Need to be a little bit more precise. I'm actually more than 30 minutes into this. I can't lose this screw. Can't lose this screw. Okay, well, the one that I had issues with is tight now. That is not going anywhere. Nope. Much better. So now, with that done, we can put our attention more towards the minus the bulb. Watch the... Now, a lot of these screws in the ceiling fan are not original. The history on this ceiling fan, my mom and dad bought it, I think, in 1988. For my bedroom when I was born. I was born in 1988. And then I moved out of that room because my mom and dad split the master bedroom into two. They put a wall in the middle. So my sister had the second room and I had the first room. So, which means you had to go through my bedroom to get to my sister's room. So as I got older, and as in me and my sister got older, things changed and we outgrew our childhood home. So they put a contract on a house in the same neighborhood, which fell through. But during that time, they took that wall out and made it back into a master bedroom. So since the contract fell through for the house, they went and gone ahead and we stayed in my childhood home until my mom and dad sold it because they moved here from down there. Well, before that, we were still in school, so I moved back into my birth bedroom, because that was my grandmother's room, and, well, I wanted something a little nicer. So I changed out that ceiling fan. This thing sat around forever. Parts got lost. Screws got lost. So what was... And then I switched the ceiling fan I put in to replace this one blew up. So I saved parts, the screws from that, and went towards this because I put this up in my tool shed, which you may have seen when I started the channel. So when I moved up here, I took it down and brought it here and put it up in the basement on 8th Street. Not the big house, the smaller house. And then I decided, well, I'm going to put it in the garage, which you've seen. So we had to find screws to get it put up anyways. So now this ceiling fan went from my birth room to this tool shed. From the tool shed to the basement on the small house on 8th Street. From there to the garage on 8th Street. And from 8th Street to here. Which means if this house doesn't pan out, I'm planning on taking, if this house ends up having to go for taxes, all the ceiling fans are coming out. And I'm just going to leave them like, well, not like this, but they're just going to have holes. I don't care. And the porch light on the front porch is coming off. That'll come down too. Because if it goes up for taxes, who cares? I mean, it's going for taxes, so it's going to sit around. This house is going to probably sit around empty for who knows how long. But I don't want to talk about it too much. The order did say it will take some time. Guess I can take these off. For my dad to own the house. It could take a year. Who knows? He could be working on it today. Said I don't want to say too much about it and ruin my, well, I kind of already ruined the, video by putting this in and doing a project video with it. Oh, you could put a dowel rod in this thing. But I'm like my dad, I don't put dowel rods in ceiling fans. Boy, this is getting exciting. Alright, so you could put this, hook this, because this ceiling fan don't have a ground. My dad went to school to be an electrician, so I kind of know, I know how to. I've watched him do this millions of times. My buddy Grant, I watched him do it a couple times. He used to do the ceiling fans for me until I just said, you know what, screw it, I ain't. We'll get to it, and well, him getting to something things, just, I don't know. So hopefully, these wires that I just cut are right. I mean, I shouldn't have done it this way, but you twist the wires. The light kit could be blue, which is on this ceiling fan. There's different colors. I think one is red. The red is the light kit. The odd colors, because you have black, which is for this. Blue, which is for this. And then white is your neutral. Let's see. Okay, that's tight. And then the white will go on this wire where you see my hand, which I'll get a smaller wire nut. Since we're not, that might be too small. Since I'm not using the house wire that runs through your walls, your ceiling, down the breaker panel. Instead of it having strands, I'm going to use this as just one piece of metal. So, that's the problem I have, is trying to get the wires that come off of this are in strands, trying to get it wrapped around here, and then you take your wire nut and then you twist it in. That's the problem I usually have. There is new methods now. You do not need to use wire nuts. The reason why I still use them is because that's all I have. I'm not going to go all the way to Lowe's or Home Depot or maybe even Walmart just to get the newer style nuttons, which are not nuttons. I'm not doing all that just for this. Especially when you're hurting on money. It's the end of the month. It's at the end of the month, you're on a budget, you're strapped on money, you're getting low. So I'm not doing that. You might, go for it. That's why, remember, I don't know if I didn't do a project video. In our trailer, our light switch in the hall bathroom went bad. So I replaced it. Well, the wire in the box kept on breaking. So I had to use a piece of wire, strand wire, like this, up here, to make it longer, so I wire in the switch. This might get changed. Originally, this ceiling fan was a backup for that room. Then I got to thinking, you know what? I want a ceiling fan in here. So there could be a high chance that this could get changed. You know what? Screw it, I ain't. Alright, then you take the thing off. Push all the wires in. Come on, Betsy. Oh, there's no wire on this side. Son of a biscuit. Screw. Watch me have to take all this back apart. Just because his brackets, I used a different bracket, so. Let's see. And watch these screw holes be a little different too. Should have paid a little bit more attention to this. So what we're going to do is I need to put a screw in here. And of course, oh, there is pliers. Then I'm going to slightly bend this out. Which is probably not doing anything. Oh man, I just needed just a little bit. Why did I turn? Theoretically, how I have this wired, I can have something holding it here, and I can just take the bracket off and change it out real quick. See how this isn't going in? Oh, I can't do that. Brain is processing again. Whoa. And you try to get this in. There we go. It's in there. Yep. Nope. Well, son of a biscuit. Skeet, skeet. I don't know where that came from. So, anyways, what we're going to have to do now. I don't want you just hook it onto this. Just got to undo everything. Well, not everything. You didn't even get to the part where we could test the thing. Yeah, it is smaller. Okay. Now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to repair. I'm going to have to repair this somehow. Whoops. We'll take this old thing and scratch my back with the old, cassant wrench. Well, what I did was I took it and I flattened these guys out on each side. That's got to get turned. I have an extra bracket like this, but I want to use the one that came with the ceiling fan. Maybe it's like that for a reason. So now I have to go in. That's got to, again. I mean, I could put the ceiling fan up that goes to this bracket, but I think it would hang too low and it buzzes. That one might get junked to save another ceiling fan. Oh, but no, oh that's right, I used both screws, didn't I? See, one little mistake cost me to do all this over again. Well, son of a bitch. The screw just went into this box over here. Found it. Oh, that's not the screw that I need. That's the old broken screw. Back to the drawing board. Found it. It was right next to the broken one. Go use the screw, put the screwdriver on it, and like, wait a minute, that was a regular. And now I went from a regular to a Phillips back to a regular again. That's not right. So if I use this bracket from the door, then I wouldn't be doing this for the 100th time. I've been messing with this, what, an hour now. Usually roughly takes me an hour to do ceiling fans. Yeah, I know, that's fucking ridiculous. An hour to put up in the ceiling fan. That's because I don't go with my gut feeling anymore, and, well, I don't throw them up. When you throw them up, see, I would have just kept on forcing, say back in the day, I would have just kept on forcing it till it ought to broke, or where I wouldn't have been able to put nothing here. Okay, so there's the screw hole. Back this down just a little bit. With this screw being a little loosey-goosey, let me pushed in. And I had it perfect. I had that other bracket was on great too. I just got to keep moving around until I find that sweet spot, which I think I did. Perfect. Now it's getting hot in here. So not that I want to do this. went and got ahead and opened this old window up. But by the time I'm done, I'll be able to get to it. So we hang that back up again. Ring the wires back around. Get the old wire nut here. Let's see, so we know which one's which now. I'm gonna just, because I taped the one, which this is the one that I probably need to tape. Like I said, this was probably gonna get changed out, and a light probably gonna go back in here. I'm probably be like, oh well, that's too low. I mean. This ceiling is low. It's almost just as low as the ceiling in the basement on H Street. It might be maybe an inch higher. I don't know. Said I might be able to get away with using this really small nut. On this, I'll find a. Oh, I gotta clean all this up. As I'm changing the size of the wire nut. There's other things tied into this box. Nope. I use this one. Full test. Perfect. You know what? Screw it. We ain't taping this. Alright, let's see. Put it back. Now we got, I'm missing a screw, so it's going to have 3 out of 4 screws. Alright, find out. Let's see, the opposite side. So then this screw will go in this hole. And we'll keep the old screwdriver in the old pant storage pocket. Dunk those in there. Turn this up. I was gonna say, the bracket came loose. No, it didn't. And then you put it up and give it the old turn. And that it didn't do. I don't understand why. Nope. Maybe if I do this, put this here. Probably not the best tool to. I think is what it is the bracket, the box being like this, and the bracket's kind of like that. So this is just pushing into, yeah, this is tight. because this opposite side is in. So we'll get that mounted. See, it fell right out. What it is, this is too tight. I don't think it's a wiring problem. Yeah, that's what your problem is. And all that dirt's going right into the fan. This is usually about the time I start sweating. Yeah, because there's a ton of room on the other side. Oh, no wires get in there yet. Oh, yes. It went in. I think it's in. Oh, that is. I don't think. There you go. Oh, I kept. Yes, it's in. Oh, these bearings are bad too. I gotta watch with stuff. I got stuff stacked behind you that's about almost this far away from the wall ceiling, minus maybe 1/4 of an inch. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this screw in on the trouble side. I'll have to one day get a third 4 screw for the other side, which I might have here. Fuck it. Light bulb on. Yeah, you'll hit your head on it. With the globe on it. See, my head doesn't. And then and there's the blades. Well, this is what we gotta do now. Then what I always do, come with this light switch. Yeah, I'll have to get that other screw. And then what I'll do is I'll go turn the power on. Because when I do that, uh-oh. I need a flashlight. Shit. I'll have to make a trip to the car. Is when I originally shut the power off, the flashlight died. So anyways, the reason I like doing it is if I turn the power on and the circuit to that breaker pops, then you know you done something wrong. Then instead of turning the whole house back off, see, it works and then it don't work. So I'll go swap this out with the good off. We'll be right back. There you go. Well, folks, let's go turn these on. As you can see, some stuff is missing, of course. Moving stuff. Back down in the scary old basement. See what I mean? I want to put a ceramic in over there. And a ceramic in over there. So I want to put at least 3 more in. At least one I want on the switch. The other 2 can be on pull chain. Alright. Here you go. There's a ceiling fan right there. I don't know what room that's out of. You know what? That's brand new. Don't need the flashlight now. Grab that old thing. Say I'm looking for parts. Yeah, that's doesn't even have a light kit on it. My cousin was an electrician too. Kind of like a shady one too. No, it's used. But you can go upstairs. You can go upstairs so you can possibly get stripped. Maybe we can use the switch out of that one for that one. Power's gotta get turned off anyways, because that plug over there needs work, and the plug in the bathroom needs work. That one's usable, but there's no ground. The one in the bathroom is actually kind of reversed. You can get some air flowing in here. I'm thinking about putting that one there. I mean, but mine, granted, that one's nice and quiet. And so you now I see light in that room. Okay. Alright, this is what we're going to do now. Let's go back downstairs. I think the bathroom plug, I'll let my dad fix. Just in case. I replace outlets. I don't, oh, sorry. I don't fix them, per se. There should be another one of these floating around. Missing the screws too. Maybe we can get away. Maybe that one will work. Anytime I repair a plug, I always have some sort of problem, issue. And, well, I end up calling Dad anyways. I'd have my buddy Grant do it, but he doesn't come to town too often. And when he does, he's always in a rush to get out of here. Imagine that. Watch this not even be. The reason why I don't have the light on is because usually when I do shit like that, it blinds me. Okay, the screw is not going to work. We'll put that in later. So these screws, but two, are from my old ceiling fan, the ceiling fan that replaced this ceiling fan. That's why they're not the correct color. So how I always like to put ceiling blades on, I got to bring the globe up. I always like to put them on loose, the first screw, loosely. See, that's not even an original screw. That way, when I get this screw in, I can move it and get the hole lined up. At first, when I first took the light down, I was like, oh, yeah, that box ain't going to be able to handle a fan. But that's nice and tight. Well, A little loosey-goosey, but... Alright, this is definitely not the right color screw, but... At the point in time I was looking for screws for this, I didn't care. So the ceiling fan's a little crooked. You know why, right? The box. I forgot to bring the air compressor again. I don't really care what order the screws go in. And they're a little rusty too. Hell, these might even be the screws that I had in when I had it up in the shed. Couldn't help myself. So yeah, these are actually wood blades. I could actually sand these down and repaint them. For, let's say we got this in white. Matter of fact, I think I had this ceiling fan in white. The ceiling fan that was put in my sister's room, or the master bedroom, I should say, was white. Which that ceiling fan went into my sister's part of the sister's room when Dad split the master in half. I had a crayon ceiling fan in that room. Back then, I think I was trying to convince Dad and putting this one in and getting something else for my grandma. Actually, when my sister was born, they needed a room, so that's when Dad came up with the idea with splitting it in half. I think they tried to move then, too. Yeah, that's right. They did put, I think, a contract on another house back when my sister was born. If I remember right, it had a bay window. I think in the living room. I don't know whatever happened to that house. Apparently we never moved into it because we stayed in my childhood home until my mom got a job at the VA in Pittsburgh. Apple Pie Moonshine. Sorry, I got a song stuck in my head. I think it's his How We Ride, I think. My dad kind of told me not to do this, but, well, me and my friend Grant, we have kind of a ceiling fan. We like ceiling fans, so. Unfortunately, ceilings in his trailer are low too, so. Yeah, with that box being pushed in, yeah, this thing is a bit crooked. This room is planning on not getting used very often, and when it does get used, I think this is the screw. When it is going to get used, it's going to be used as probably a kid's room until I get money. Then we're going to turn this into a powder room. Well, knowing me, I'll put a walk-in shower in. Now we're just missing the globe. Now the fan doesn't work. I'm done. I ain't even gonna bother with this right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape off the switch. And so they can't be used for right now. Until I'm gonna work on something else in the house. Until such time. It worked until I put the blades up. Let me go grab the globe, and we'll call this, I don't know, can't call it done. Alright, the ceiling fan on the globe on this ceiling fan was broken quite a few times over the years. I think the original one was this style with a stripe on it. This is the original type. I remember it being in the shed, and the original busted. I was doing something, and because it was low in the shed too. I'm thinking about just taking this bulb out and putting an incandescent in it. 40-watt incandescent. That way I can use the LED somewhere else. So that way, I want to see if Grant could try to come over and take a look. I mean, you saw it work before putting the blades on it. I don't want to blow something up. I don't want to ruin the fan. Oh, so freaking close. Which means I can walk under this, but my wife cannot. Because she is. It rubbed my hair. She is just slightly higher than I am. I mean, but it spins alright. Oh, one other touch. Nothing completes the ceiling fan but the pull chain. Now, granted, I have to make one shorter. Because the pull chain for the motor is just, it's a lot longer. And I don't need it to be a lot longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the smallest chain out of all of them, because I had it long for a reason. Because when it was in the garage. At least two, I don't know. The only reason why I'm saying have Grant do it is because I wasn't supposed to do this in the first place. But now that I've filmed it, my dad doesn't watch YouTube. He's going to see it anyways. And it does not hit the thing that I have up there. The horn works. Check the driver. Haha. Alright, well, let's stop it from spinning and... Oh, it takes... See, I got this... Oh, that's right, I gotta change... I got that all taped up. Well, there she is. So I got the phone right at the ceiling. I think if I put the screw in here, that'll help it pull it up some. Ceiling, these are a little but there you go. All installed. So thank you for watching. I know this has been a long video. There you have it. Ceiling fan insulation that kicked my butthole. Because it does not, now it doesn't work. So thank you for watching. If you have a comment, please leave one. Thanks for watching.